The Mosel is one of the only area, you can say, in this size, which was never hit by phylloxera. We never ever had phylloxera, so we still have all our vineyards on their own roots. And these are our oldest vineyards, with our very oldest vineyards, which are all minimum 100 and more years old, the vineyard, the plants, the vines. You know? We do this kind of reserve winemaking. It is here, Wehlener Sonnenuhr, very famous Grand Cru vineyard, you know. Wehlen is the typical blue slate soil. It is always said Wehlen produced the most typical wines for the blue slate soil. What does it mean? This blue slate soil makes very elegant wines. Lots of finesse, delicatesse, you know. Beautiful kind of, you know, stone fruit aromas, like a little bit of white peach, you know, can be also yellow peach, delicate, finesse. I always try to compare my wines with people, you know. I would say Wehlener Sonnenuhr is a ballerina, you know, a ballerina, a wine like a ballerina, very delicate, very elegant, finesse, you know. The other vineyard which we're going to taste here is the Ürziger Würzgarten. Ürzig is the village, Würzgarten is the spice garden vineyard. And why spice garden vineyard? It is the only vineyard here in the Mosel, in the middle Mosel, you know, which is not based on slate. This whole area is slate soil from Devonian time, 400 million years old, you know. It is, the mountains here are called the slate mountains of the Rhineland, you know. But there's one vineyard, one village in Ürzig, which is not slate, it is weathered red volcanic soil, you know, volcanic conglomerate, you know, lava flow, which basically formed this conglomerate of soil, you know. And this Würzgarten vineyard is about a little bit more than 100-year-old uncrafted wines. And this is a wine, as the vineyard already said, spice garden vineyard, you know. It is completely different. Here in Wehlener Sonnenuhr, the sundial vineyard of Wehlen, you have these elegance, the finesse, the stone fruit aromas. And here you have more these kind of aromas of herbal, soily, spicy aromas and taste, you know, a little bit the spicy stuff like ginger or what we call this German Christmas cookie. So different to the Wehlener Sonnenuhr, which is elegant. Here I always say, if I compare it with people, these are my wrestler guys, you know, that's a wrestler kind of. And then we have the Prelate, you know, the Erdener Prälat, it's the bishop's vineyard, but not because it belonged to the bishop. It's a very cruel story. The bishop was killed there, you know. 1066, the most important bishop of you can say nearly Europe, the Prince Bishop of Trier was killed 1066 in this vineyard. And this vineyard is about 120-year-old uncrafted wines, you know. And here we have red slate. Red slate is nothing else as oxidized blue slate. Blue slate, which oxidized by heat because of volcanic activity of the neighboring Würzgarten vineyard, oxidized the blue slate, the iron in the blue slate completely to red slate. And here we have, and this is a very special vineyard because this is the Romani Conti or the La Tâche vineyard of the Mosel, you know. It is very small, 1.6 hectare only, you know, a lot of little producers. We are the largest owner there. And this vineyard has a very special microclimate. We have 3 microclimates on the Mosel, you know. As steeper the vineyard is better, as more south facing the vineyard is better, and as more close to the river is better. So this is the best microclimate of a Grand Cru vineyard. But the Prelate has a 4th microclimate. It's completely surrounded by massive, huge red slate cliffs, you know. It looks like an amphitheater, you know. And these huge, massive cliffs which surround this vineyard protects the vineyard additionally and gives it the 4th microclimate, you know. So here we always have the first bud break, first flowering, first veraison. And it makes a very special, often exotic wine, you know. The aroma structure here is sometimes a little bit exotic, you know. The red slate gives a beautiful minerally driven acidity to the wine. Here you have often exotic fruit aromas like maracuja, you know, and you know, grapefruit and these kind of stuff, you know. But at the same time, it's a wine which is quite open and full-bodied, but at the same time, it's elegant, finesse. You know, the acidity, the minerality of the red slate brings it all together. You know, makes it a little bit tight. Then, you know, so that is my personal. You know, if I compare it with a person again, it is my mountain climber. You know, and beautiful wine, can age absolutely gorgeous. It is possibly one. It is definitely one of the most unique vineyards in the Mosel. Very, very, very special. So very small production anyway. There's all together, you know, there's not much produced. And so that is for our that's definitely our icon wine, the Prelate, you know.